Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 6th episode of the Crossplay Podcast. I am Deado, this motherfucker to the side of me.
I'm Evan.
And today we have some interesting topics to discuss. We have a couple of ones from yesterday's last week's fucking topics. We have a couple extras to talk about there. So quite often we have topics where we discuss whatever the fuck, and then the next week there's even more news about it, or just things we want to follow up on. And in this case, I have some extremely important news that I would like to start off with. Saints Row 7 has been teased by the developers.
We were just talking about that last time.
We talked about it last week, that this is something that I want. This is something that was possibly in the cards, but what's his name? Is it Chris Stockman? Has been actually requested to create a proper pitch for a prequel Saints Row game.
Oh shit! I don't know too much about the Saints Row. I think the only one that I ever messed around with was Bad Out of Hell, but
fucking
But I do know that is one of the Saints Row games. Right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah, it was like a follow-on basically from the fourth one.
Yeah, it was one of those game series I always meant to go back and look at closer because it just felt like GTA but more fun.
Yeah, that's basically what Saints Row was. It was in that group of GTA clones. So anything that had the open world, the minimap, shooter kind of vibes. There was a lot more elements, but that was basically, crime simulator kind of games. Those were GTA clones, that's what they were known as, and Saints Row was the most popular of all of the Saints Row games, realistically. Like Mafia would also be considered a GTA clone. But yes.
Is it not by Rockstar? Wait, hold on, who makes Mafia?
I do not remember. You might be right about it being Rockstar, because that does sound right to me, but... Oh, is it fucking Dog Entertainment? I forget.
I could have swore that there was something about if you get the stupid Rockstar GTA Plus bullshit, you got Mafia for free, but I could be wrong because it didn't look like it was. It said Illusion Studios. I don't know what else they do, but...
Oh, I have no idea then. That's interesting. I never heard of them before in my life.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Published by 2K.
Oh.
So yes, you were probably correct, because 2K is also, But yeah, so we were talking about Saints Row, the franchise, last week, and yeah, so it's very, very fun. The first two games have a much more gritty kind of feel, and the second two of the good games have a much more light atmosphere. The third one is it's still like, crime. It's still crime, but it's like lighter than the first two, and then the fourth one is goofy as fuck. It's so stupid, but it is so fun because it's superpowers and shit. You live inside of a simulation for a while, effectively.
That's what I remembered.
And yeah, Get Out of Hell was kind of like
the fourth one.
Yeah, Get Out of Hell was kind of like a almost like a spin-off of the fourth one. It was like the way I'd consider it is, if it were a DLC, it would have made sense to be a DLC kind of thing, But yeah, so the creator of the Saints Row franchise, like the main director, left Volition like years ago, like 2006, years and years ago. But like, as I said a little bit ago, that he said that he wants to get back into this. He wants to make a new Saints game. He has everything ready. He has a very, very clear vision for what he wants to happen. He can get the old people back together, his old band. He can get a bunch of stuff together. And yeah, 6 days ago, he put on the Saints Row subreddit that he's been asked to create a pitch for a prequel Saints game. If it's being developed by anyone other than Saudi Volition, I will be happy. If it's being developed by Saudi Volition, I'm not going to be happy. However, I'm willing to give it a benefit of the doubt and like willing to say, okay, I can try this out. I'm willing to say, okay, this may actually be good because the person who's directing it is someone who is, the one who was fucking smart about it in the first place and created the baseline Saints Row franchise, which was incredible. But yeah, so I am really excited for that. I doubt that it will be coming any time before like 2031, 2032.
Yeah, unfortunately, probably not.
That's just how those sorts of games go, especially when it's like not even being developed yet. It's literally in the stages of, oh, this is a pitch for a game. But I would be very, very excited if it's a really fucking good game. I'm really looking forward to it. I really hope that Saints Row 7 actually comes out and is actually good and actually works out, unlike the past fucking slop that they've been released.
I also have a little bit of gaming news. This is a little bit old news that I had just missed in my other episodes. Cory Barlog, the guy who does the God of War, most of the original trilogy, God of War, what was it, 2018 or 2016? Yeah. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And then I don't think he was a part of Ragnarok. I think he stepped off for Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
But reportedly he is working on Santa Monica's next big thing. And the quote that I keep seeing is that he said something along the lines of, it's not going to be a new IP, but it might feel like one.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's going to be God of War or something else within Santa Monica.
Yeah.
But that could be like the only game that I can think of them secretly putting Cory Barlog on would be a God of War game. So my only thought I'm having on that is that maybe it isn't a new IP, but it's a game focused on Atreus, his son from the new Norse games. But yeah. I guess we'll see as more stuff gets released, because I'm looking at this on Games Radar right now, unfortunately, and it's this post was updated July of this year. So yeah, I'm a few months late. But
yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I'm just looking up on Tech Radar right now. Funnily enough. And yeah, just looking through the article, and he actually straight up dispelled people like kind of theorizing that it was a sci-fi thing. And he straight up said that the sci-fi stuff is nonsense. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it is following more God of War stuff. That would make a lot of sense.
Also, I just want to very quickly, I'm gonna pull this same link up. Actually, I'm just gonna send it to you. That works. Look at the fucking image they used. It actually startled me a little bit. It's in the. That could not have been better. It was in the link. I was thinking you were gonna have to open up the link to see it, but it was literally just in the link.
That's beautiful.
I was like, because when I opened it up, like the way that I have my stuff, you can just see to this point. Right, so it's like his head to here, so you can just barely see the smile, and it's like, that's wrong.
That's so fucking funny. That's so funny. Jesus Christ. Oh right. Okay. Following on from last week's episode as well, you were talking about DC Universe Online.
Yes.
And you have mentioned that you have been playing it. I'd like to expand.
So since our last episode, within the week, I started a playthrough with my cousin, because we just happened to be online and he had it from years ago, and I was like, oh shit, no way, I was just talking about this today. So we played for a little bit, and then after we played for that little bit, I was like, God, I remembered how much I loved this stupid fucking game. So I made my own character and just thought, oh, I'll play for a few hours in my free time. Fast forward 6 hours later, I've got him at like level 20, and I'm like, shit, I gotta stop. Like, it probably not even 6 hours. Like, I had him up like to like level 20 to 23 like really quick. So I was like, I've got to stop. So I backed away and came back the next day, and then I maxed him out for what you can do without DLC. So
That's brilliant.
essentially, you get a lot of content in this game without DLC. It's actually very, very impressive.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than Wizard 101, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, but Wizard 101 is built around that monetization system, isn't it?
Yeah, see, the key difference between the two is that you know who Batman is, and DC gets a shit ton of money for just because you know who Batman is without making you pay for a bunch of content on DCUO.
Yeah, that's so true.
Wizard 101's whole IP is that one game.
So pretty much. But to be fair, the same thing can be said about a lot of different franchises and companies and all that shenanigans.
Marvel Rivals could be completely free. You could give out every skin for free, and that would still be a multi-billion-dollar company, and it would be no issue.
They would still somehow find a way to make money off of it.
Yep. They could just put up a GoFundMe.
And people would donate to it.
But yeah, DCUO has once again taken over my consciousness, and it's like it's so easy to just I mean, on one point, it is just so easy. It is a very easy game to play. The hardest combo in the game, because the way the combat system works is it's not like an Arkham series, and it's not even like a beat 'em up game where you just kind of do whatever. It's you unlock upgrades to your weapons, which unlocks input combos that you can put in to do more stuff, but it's never anything crazy.
Makes sense.
It's just like attack, hold attack, attack, triangle, and that's it. It's not like quarter circles or anything fucking crazy in a third-person MMO game. But I just started because my first character that I maxed out without DLC, obviously, was a villain character. I went all the way through on the villain side, and then I just started a hero character. And I just finished maxing out his first weapon. And it's the staff. The hardest, most important combo on the staff is hold attack, hold attack, hold attack, hold attack, hold attack.
That's brilliant.
So it is a very simple game. It is not hard, and that's just kind of what you're doing the whole time. But then you also get superpower abilities, like my hero character is sorcery, and my villain was electricity.
Yes.
So just kind of getting into the vibes of that. It's a lot of fun. I really, really enjoy the game. Quite a bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I very much like I remember us trying to play DCUO, and it was just such a
years ago,
headache trying to get to work. But it did look really fucking fun, and I never properly got into it the way that I wanted to. I just got distracted by other things, like Rocket League at the time. Goddamn, the game fucking ate my ass.
And that was back when we were. That's back when we were playing with the ADHD group that we tried doing that.
Fucking the amount of things that we've called podcasts over the years have just not been a podcast.
Yeah, just been hilarious. Just as a meme.
Podcast, the fucking autismic effect.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about autismic effect. That was just me, you, Kenny, and Ariane, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then a few oddballs.
Oddballs, yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, that was back in the day.
Yeah.
Like that's that. I know that's the meme, but it really was.
It really was.
I mean, we've known each other for. I mean, it's got to have been like near a decade at this point.
It's coming up on it, yeah. Like we just had like the 7th or 8th fucking anniversary of us meeting.
Yeah, and the only reason we know the exact anniversary is because there's still an old video of it on my channel.
Literally.
Which,
yeah.
By the way, I have officially uploaded a new video. I don't know if you saw it or not.
I did see it. You posted it in my self-promo channel, and I thank you, because self-promo channel supremacy. It's nice to see it get used. Since I'm the one who's doing the uploading, but I can't exactly put it in my own self promo channel since it's my fucking server. That and I don't
did you actually watch
do
it? Watch it though, because I had a lot of fun editing that video.
I didn't properly sit down to watch it. No, I put it on my second monitor and then very much got distracted. So I'll give it a fucking rewatch afterwards.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes of Dragon Ball FighterZ being fun again, and
Yeah.
I'm going to delve into this game for just a minute. Sorry, I'm taking two topics in a row here, but I'm going to delve back into this game because my so on our document right now, Deado has a 5-line section of topics I'm going to talk about, and my section is DCEO is still fun and hardware stuff or something. And I didn't even write the hardware one. but I have really had my spark kind of be reactivated for Dragon Ball, which makes me very happy. Talked about this.
He said spark.
Yeah. Yeah. But I talked about this before, how they announced that they're updating a bunch of stuff and they're adding Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Daima. If you haven't watched it yet, not my fault. And it's getting to the point where it actually is starting to feel like it's going to be a proper game again. Because with the last update, I talked about it a little bit. I think I actually talked about this exact point last time. They updated the game and then did another like quick hotfix and then like a year of silence because that was the last time that they were supposed to update it at all. But when they left the hotfix, they left some characters like really broken and some other characters really not broken.
Normal.
And other characters broken in the worst way.
Jesus Christ.
So there were characters like Trunks. My main boy Trunks had essentially the dumbest move in the game. His main like key blast, like full screen attack, is his neutral special, which is just he puts his hand out, he goes rah, he yells or something, and it's just a straight beam that goes across the screen. And it was, I think they made it. I can actually figure this out, but they only made it like it was under 20 frames for full screen, and I think it was tied for the highest priority in the game, which essentially means like I got white as fuck for a second.
You did.
But he they gave him this move, and then in like the previous buff they had changed it to where you were able to do that straight into his suit, his beam, I guess proper full beam. So you got a full combo off of it. And it's like 17 frames, has the highest priority of any key blast in the game. So nothing can beat it. Stuff can only clash it. But then he can just keep going ba, 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 over and over again. And they finally nerfed it because it was broken as fuck. Yeah, okay, so it's worse than I thought it was. Full screen, it's 15 frames. For reference, Beerus, his other key blast is 25. And his is already pretty fast. His is a pretty fast key blast. His is 25 from full screen. Trunks has a full screen that's 15 frames. Up close, 8 frames, which is pretty typical. But it's having a move that fast from full screen. It was the fastest key blast in the game, and he's not even a zoner. He's a rushdown character, and they gave him the fastest key blasts in the game, and really, really broke him for a while there. And they finally nerfed it down, and it's still the same speed, but you can't just spam it as easily. I mean, you still can, kind of, but if it doesn't hit, or if it gets blocked, it is like a significant bit of cooldown that you have to go through before it'll let you just mash it again. I know most people don't care about that at all. Like, at all. I know that. But I care about it, and this is our podcast, so fuck you.
This is our podcast, where we get to choose the topics, yeah.
But yeah, it's just nice because they came back in and they fixed Ginyu. I know I talked about that before, where there was a certain assist for Ginyu that if it got interrupted in the right way, he would lose his whole kit, pretty much. His whole shtick is that he can summon the Ginyu Force, and if his Ginyu Force assist got interrupted while he was in the back lines, he would lose his ability to use the Ginyu Force properly, which was really funny to watch.
Just normal shenanigans, you know.
And it's always unfortunate when the main strategy against the character becomes to bug them. Because after that, anytime I saw a Ginyu, I was just like, I'm just gonna wait for purple comment and interrupt it, and it's just gonna ruin his whole character. It's gonna be unplayable. But yeah, very fun game.
Very fun game.
I've been waiting for you to kind of
into it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I've never been a fighting game kind of guy. The only fighting
Me
game,
either.
as I mentioned before, the only fighting game I've really gotten into was Soul Calibur back when. Because I fucking love Tira in that. I love Soul Calibur. That shit's good.
Yeah, I would love to just sit down with you and just teach you the game, because I'm not a fighting games person either.
Mm-hmm.
And some games have auto combos to an extent. Fighter Z has a full auto combo system where I can literally just do this. Just press square. And every character has a combo that just mashing square does about a quarter of the other enemy's HP. Now, granted, you would have to do that 4 times for each character and then repeat it 3 times in full for it to actually kill someone. So at the lowest level, even if you're just doing like the occasional like one hit and then some auto combos, the matches still last for a long time, and it teaches you just some really good stuff by just the way the game works. And I don't know, I really hope that the next game Arxis is working on, which is the Marvel fighting game, is going to be really good, because everybody knows UMVC is really notorious for being crazy, and then Dragon Ball FighterZ kind of took the crazy fighting game mantle, and then they announced Marvel Tokon was going to be a 4 character tag fighter. And it's like, I'm ready for this fucking game, dude. I'm so ready for this game.
Yeah.
I didn't get to play the open beta, but I'm very excited for it.
There aren't any like upcoming games that I'm super excited about in that way. There are definitely some that I'm interested in, some that are far out that I'm interested in, like fucking Saints Row being potentially a thing. But I would like to mention that as far as like new releases go, Arc Raiders has been doing incredibly fucking well. Arc Raiders, if you haven't seen it, is an extraction shooter by the same developers as the Finals, and it looks amazing. It's been received exceptionally well. There have been a couple of little comments about it that I've seen online about people not liking certain elements of it, but for the most part, yeah, it's been received incredibly well. And that's saying something, considering it's an extraction shooter. I also believe that on the 15th, Tarkov officially releases as well.
Tarkov, is that what's happening with Tarkov? Sorry, I'm like listening to you halfway because I was looking at a thing that popped up when I looked up upcoming games.
What did you find?
James Bond 007 game coming out in 2026.
Oh damn.
First Light. 007 First Light. I didn't know about that. I hadn't heard about it. And then I looked up 007 game to see what the last one that came out. And the Wikipedia, like the bio under the Wikipedia link, has canceled games. Octopussy, 1983. And I'm sitting here and now I'm trying to figure out what Octopussy is because I'm so fucking confused.
So basically, there's this a genre of animated media called hentai.
Shut. That's not what it is. This is related to 007, not your fucking hentai, okay? But yeah, the last 007 game was 2012, and all of a sudden they've announced one for 2026. I hadn't heard about it yet. But anyway, go on with what you were talking about.
What, the hentai? Or...
No, before that. Wait, no, I found the description for Octopussy. Hold on. Shortly after James Bond 007 was released in '83 by Parker Brothers, another video game was announced titled Octopussy, based on the film of the same... Wait, there's a James Bond movie called Octopussy?
Yes, there is.
What the fuck does that mean? 13th in the James Bond series? Okay, I see. They were running out of names, so they just put some funny shit on. Go on with whatever the... go on with Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders, not your hentai. Arc Raiders. What were we talking about?
So basically, Arc Raiders is an extraction shooter game that's been extremely popular. It was developed by the same company as the finals, and it is being received extremely well. I'm talking about that. But Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov, probably the most famous extraction shooter of them all, officially releases into like full access because it's been in like closed beta for ages.
Has that's been in closed beta? I thought it was fully released. It looks so good.
Nah, it's been in beta for
was it another Phasmophobia situation where it should just be fully released?
Basically, like I think it was like 2016, 2017 that it released. But yeah, so it's like I said, full game release is on the 15th of November, which is literally like a couple of weeks away, not even. So that is exciting to hear. But like I'm interested to see how it will affect Arc Raiders' player base, because Arc Raiders has a very, very different vibe to Tarkov. Especially considering that, again, Arc Raiders is developed by the people who developed the finals. And the way that they do things, I love the way that Embark Studios makes games. I've always loved the finals. It is probably one of the most fun shooters I have played in recent years. I love it. And so I may actually wind up buying Arc Raiders at full price at $30. Which is not something it's something I rarely ever do.
Shit, I would buy a good game for $30.
But yeah, exactly. It's not even $60. So you could buy it for yourself and a friend, and it would still cost less than Black Ops 7.
Yep. So. And that is, whenever you're done, that is kind of what I wanted to talk about a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be doing this sec. But like, if you would like to get that with me, I may end up buying that. If you want a PC game to play.
Whenever the government reopens, I will gladly buy stuff.
Right, bro is not getting paid.
No, my job is one of the unfortunate jobs that has been affected by the shutdown. I'm not going to go into that. Shutdowns happen all the time. It's not just because of what's going on politically in the universe now. It's worse right now for many reasons, but I'm not going to go into politics on this podcast.
This is the anti-politic podcast at this point.
Yeah, I don't give a shit either way. I'm just pissed off that it's happening at all. I'm more worried about my family and friends than I am about the fucking people up top being dickheads, because the people up top have always been dickheads. But yeah, Arc Raiders, I looked up a little bit on it just now just to look at like the vibes of it. It, from the name, I was thinking it would be a lot more sci-fi-esque.
Yes.
But it looks like a pretty like down-to-earth vibes, but then I'm also seeing a giant robot. So I don't really know what the vibe of this game is supposed to be.
I fucking don't know. I know that it's been very, very... I know it is kind of that sci-fi setting, but it's also very boots on ground as well. Which is an interesting balance. Though on the topic of Embark Studios, real quick, they are making 2 new games. So they've made the finals, they've made Arc Raiders. Apparently, one of them will have a lot more edge to it compared to those games. And the other the other will be a lot more conventional. They were actually asked about what kind of games they were making. You know, they're only making online games. Especially considering how high risk the market is. But yeah, the one of their top people, I think it was their CEO, basically said that they think that multiplayer games are kind of ingrained in their DNA at this point. That's what they're good at. That's what they like making. And that like that doesn't mean that the only games they're going to make are going to be in the same vibe as Finals or Arc Raiders, but they will probably still continue making yet more online games, which is nice because I really, really, really enjoy the way they make games. They're just really fucking fun. They have a really good track record for live service titles so far, and I hope that continues.
Yeah, I need to dive into this because I don't think I've talked about it fully in a while. But this is just a little side tangent here.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, a month ago, sometime in the last month or so, it has been announced in some form that they are working on a sequel to the VR Batman Arkham Shadow, and potentially working on a mainline Batman Arkham game, finally. Granted, that is the AI overview there, and I'm just seeing a bunch of stuff about rumors within the Reddit threads and the shit that I'm seeing, just as I'm not like delving into it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, very, very excited.
Fuck yeah.
But I wanted to dive into Black Ops, what is it, 7 now, a little bit?
Yeah, BO7. By the way, BO7 is one of the Xbox Game Pass games that will be releasing on November 14th. Pretty sure it's day one.
When does that game actually release fully?
I think it's November 14th. I think that's day one game.
Okay. I doubt I'll be buying it by that point because money. But
because money, so real.
I am, just the more that I've thought about it, the more that I'm really hoping the reason that BO6 zombies kind of, because when I'm talking about Call of Duty, I'm not talking about the multiplayer, I'm not talking about the campaign, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm talking about the zombies.
Sure.
All right. BO7, I'm hoping BO6 zombies flopped so hard because they were putting all their effort into BO7. Now, whether or not that's true is probably up for debate.
Mm-hmm.
But with all of the talk about the new zombies launch map being the biggest of all time and it being like a transit based thing, I'm really hoping that it's good.
I really hope that it's good as well, to be honest. It would be really fucking nice if it is. I don't expect it to be, but it'd be nice if it is.
Because they had a good system going for the most part with Black Ops 6, and I was pretty excited with how Black Ops 6 was going. But then I really liked where it was with Citadel Daymore, but then they released, I think it was the Tomb, which is where you could unlock the ice staff, and everybody thought it was going to be all 4 stabs, and then it came out and it was just the 1 staff, and it's like, why would you pick one of the 4 most iconic elemental wonder weapons to put into the game?
Split them up like that.
Yeah, and then I don't even know what happened after that because I stopped paying attention. But I just know it wasn't as I know it wasn't as good as the opening maps, because the first 2 opening maps, what was it, Terminus and Liberty Falls?
Mm-hmm.
They were really good, really fun. They brought back some old stuff in Liberty Falls and then did a bunch of new stuff with Terminus, and it was all a lot of fun. I really liked it. And then Citadel Daymore brought in the elemental wonder weapons. It was a little underwhelming with how easy it was to get everything. It was
incredibly easy. Like, it literally took like a couple of fucking minutes to just go boop, 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 and done.
Yeah. You did have to wait till round 10, though.
Tried it.
You had to wait till round 10.
No, your number's different. Before it was 11. Now it's 10. I'm sticking with my number. So
it's always been round 10. What the fuck are you talking about?
Last time you said it was around 11, so...
No, because I just ended up listening to that podcast back while I was at work because I had nothing else to do. I said round 10, you fuck. With Black Ops 6 zombies, you literally get to round 10, shoot 1 zombie, pick it up, grab the sword, go upgrade it, and you're done in like a round and a half.
Yeah, exactly.
Go to the tape. Just record it. It's recorded. We're gonna put this. If this podcast comes out and Deado has not gone back at this point and edited in me saying round 10, it means he was wrong and that he's shamed.
Or he'll
that
just
he
use
tried to
AI
slander
to fake
me.
your voice to say 11.
I will be so fucking upset if you deep fake my ass. I'm going to kill the shit out of you if you deep fake my ass. But
oh, don't worry, I've deep faked your ass before. Anyway, continuing on. We're normal here.
Ew. What the fuck was I even talking about? I was talking about zombies. Yeah, I recently, actually, Deado, you helped me with this a lot the other day. I went back to an old Minecraft world I had for a long time where I've been remaking Darius, or the Giant, if you're English. And we finally went through and actually fully finished it out. At least mechanically.
Mechanically, yeah. I think I showed screenshots of that in the last episode when we were talking about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did talk about it last episode. I forgot about it.
Yeesh.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and it's kind of had me go back and look at the other zombies games and stuff again, and yeah, I mean, nothing beats BO3.
Nothing beats BO3. I mean, I hard disagree on that one, but I know there's
you hard disagree on that one.
Yes.
What's the best zombies game for you?
BO2.
Okay, I get that. Yeah, the BO2 maps are definitely the best of all time. Yeah, I think the Rise and Drac. I think my personal ranking is the Rise and Drac #1, and then everything else from Black Ops 2.
You know what? I respect that. That's fair. I've always been the sort of person who I'm like, oh, you know what? I think that BO3 is incredibly overrated. Just in general as a game. But the zombies was fucking good. But the problem is that my problem with the BO3, half the reason why everyone loved the zombies was because half of the maps were old maps from the other fucking games, the Zombies Chronicles.
Yeah. I think the main reason that everybody loved it so much is because the system itself, like the way that it ran in the movement,
itself was brilliant. Like the movement, the gobblegums were a brilliant addition that worked really fucking well, and the way you got them made sense as well. Like it wasn't, you didn't have to worry about like you have to use these gobblegums at all times. Like it's helpful if you want to do the moon Easter egg, if you have Perkaholic, sure, but it's not an essential criteria.
It's like if you're just getting into high round, they're not essential at all. Or you can go in and play it like it's BO1 or whatever if you want to. Like, exactly, yeah.
Oh, I don't like the weapons in BO3 though. I've never liked BO3's weapon selection. I think the KN is like alright, but outside of that, and like 1 or 2 of the LMGs and stuff like that, alright. But I've never really
I mean,
BO1 has
every map. Oh yeah, every map in zombies, I use the same weapons. I get the BRM or the Dingo LMG, and then I get the Wonder Weapon, and that's like my setup every time. If I have Mule Kick, I'll get a shotgun.
You know, I actually never replace my pistols.
I always do, unless I'm going for the upgraded version.
I'm always going for the upgraded version, but yeah, because like when I picked up from Infinite Warfare actually. I never used to do it, but when I started playing Infinite Warfare, I started realizing how incredibly useful having back punch pistols was, because like you could go in, like if we were talking about Spaceland for example, you'd go in, activate the teleporters to enable pack, and then you'd probably have 5,000 points by that point anyway, more than likely. You could just hop in, pack your pistols, and then you wouldn't really have to worry about getting any extra guns until you decided to get the Easter egg weapons and start on SETICOM and stuff. And in general, because of the way that the Easter egg worked in that game, especially the first one, especially in Spaceland, it was lots and lots of crowds and proper hordes of zombies. So using explosives was extraordinarily helpful. And there was fucking actual perks that made it so that you didn't have to worry about blowing yourself up with explosions, because obviously they were all renamed different things. PhD wasn't called PhD, Jug wasn't called Jug, etc. However, they were, you know, basically had so many of the same things. Mule was in the game and everything. So yeah, it was nice to be able to just take a PhD equivalent and on basically any map and not worry about killing myself with it.
Yeah. That's the main reason I never really went for the wonder weapon or because the majority of the zombies I've played has been BO3, just because that's the one that I had growing up, for the most part.
Yeah.
And there's not PhD in that game, so that's really the main reason that
it's so annoying. I hate
it. It's the one thing that game is missing.
Yeah.
And the worst zombies map of all time is also on BO2, Die Rise. I don't give a shit what you think.
I love Die Rise, but
that map would have been good if it had PhD.
I'm with you. I'm 100% with you on that. But yeah, I have the unpopular opinions. I love Transit. I love Die Rise. I loved Infinite Warfare.
Well, I think everybody likes Infinite Warfare. I think that it's the one non-Treyarch Zombies game that's actually worth it.
Yeah.
The game itself, the multiplayer of Infinite Warfare, dog shit. But the zombies for that, I think the zombies community has always kind of been like, yeah, Infinite Warfare zombies is pretty good.
Yeah, it isn't helped that it came after BO3, and because BO3 was the most fucking popular Call of Duty game of all time, just straight up, whether you think it's overhyped or not, I personally do. But if you think it's overhyped or not, isn't the point. It was the most popular Black Ops game of all time, or CoD game of all time. So, at the end of the day, the one that came after it was going to get shit on no matter what, especially when it was also an advanced movement, especially when the multiplayer was so different and interesting. It was quirky. And that's definitely not for everyone. There are definitely some guns and some elements of Infinite Warfare multiplayer that I did quite enjoy. I played it quite a lot, but BO1 will always be one of my favorite, probably my favorite multiplayer in the CoD franchise. I did obviously love MW2 and MW3, but that's besides the point. That's going.
Modern Warfare 3. I think Modern Warfare 3 might be my favorite multiplayer. Yeah. And actually, I did like World War II quite a bit for the multiplayer. It was I feel that game is highly underrated. For what it was.
I can't really speak too much on that. The game was so fucking shut on 24/7 that I had what was it, 25 different keys to just give out to people on that game for free that were just sent to my email because they were that desperate for players. So,
Yeah, that game, I don't know why everybody hated on it so much, because it went back to being a basic boots on the ground COD game, and it had some okay zombies. The zombies was okay. It wasn't anything crazy. Yeah. You had a shovel instead of a knife. That was fun.
Oh yeah, I remember I remember seeing clips of that zombies.
Yeah. It's I did enjoy it, but it wasn't. I mean, it was no Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, Treyarch zombies, not by a long shot, but it was. I feel that it's better than a lot of the other non-Treyarch zombie stuff. Definitely better than Exo zombies. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. I think it doesn't help that in general people don't like World War II games in modern day. And in general, people don't like games that are just safe. I feel like World War II was too safe. It wasn't innovative enough. You can point to most of the Call of Duty franchise, and even if you don't like the games themselves, you can still call them innovative. BO1 in its entirety, BO2 in its maps, BO3 in its maps, Infinite Warfare took a completely different vibe. Cold War was a different vibe, both multiplayer and in zombies.
Titanfall 2.
we're not putting that with the Call of Duties because it is so superior to anything that those fuckers could create, literally ever.
Yeah.
But I think that every single one of the games, for the most part, obviously there are some that aren't, but that's besides the point. But yeah, there are some very, very forgettable installments. I always forget that Vanguard existed.
Unfortunately, I don't, because when I worked at Walmart, I worked with a bunch of people that just liked the multiplayer COD, right?
Yucky.
And so they were all like, dude, Vanguard feels so good to play on the PS5 with the haptics. Dude, you need to get Vanguard. I'm like, I'm not fucking getting this game. I'm not getting it. And oh god.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
with you.
I'm not getting this fucking video game. No,
Absolutely not.
I'm not playing Vanguard.
No.
I saw the first like little look at the zombies after the game came out, and everybody was like, "This is shit." And I was like, "Okay, the reason that I play COD games is bad, so I'm not getting it."
That's wild. I couldn't have friends that play Vanguard, quite frankly.
Coworkers.
I like having people around me that know what good taste is, and I can tell you good taste is not fucking Vanguard.
It was my female coworker.
That explains it then.
No, it's no, they know good games, but they got in. They liked the way it felt, which I can imagine it felt good to play, like mechanically, because I mean it was a new COD game. It was, I think, the first one that took full advantage of like the PS5 haptics and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that was the main thing that kind of pushed it out there, was that it felt good to play. But
yes, no, I understand that. I feel like it was definitely, if it's the first of its kind in that regard, it's going to get players no matter what, because they're going to be interested in that. But goddamn, was it like just so unbelievably dog shit.
Yep.
Wild. But yeah, moving on. I did mention about how BO7 is coming day one to Xbox Game Pass. There are a few more games that are coming day one to Game Pass if you have it. I won't list them all, but a couple of those are the new Sniper Elite game, Sniper Elite Resistance. There's a game called Whiskerwood, Void Train, the new Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris game, a pigeon simulator, which is very, very important. That is by far the highest budget game on this list. Winterboro and Call of Duty Black Ops 7 are all coming the day that they release. I know that there has been quite a bit of hype around Void Train. So that is why I mentioned it here, though I'm not particularly, majorly invested in that. I am, however, invested in Pigeon Simulator. That looks hilarious, and I want to play it so fucking badly. It's so goofy.
Is it the next Untitled Goose Game?
Let's put it in that group anyway. Yeah, sure. Put it in the group with like Goat Sim and all those. I'm plenty happy to do that because it's just stupid game. But yeah, what else? What other topics do I have lined up here? Right, Nintendo have had some shenanigans going on with their patents, as per usual. Typical Nintendo. So in September, we mentioned this before, Nintendo were granted their patent for capturing and using summonable creatures in a video game. It was a very, very, very broad patent, and nobody knew how they got it. Well, Palworld people, Pocket Pair, were like, this ain't it, chief. Basically appealed it and have gotten their it's of course their case is against Nintendo, right? Because they're being sued by Nintendo. Managed to get the US court to be like, yeah, nah, this ain't it, chief. This isn't a functional patent. You know that this like encompasses games like Ark Survival Evolved, right? Like Final Fantasy Tactics or whatever the fuck it is. It's encompassed every game with necromancy or anything summonable for the past 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah, like that was such a fucking it's such a broadband wide. I don't know why I said broadband, but you know what I mean. It's such a big patent that is, it's broad. It's a bad. Like, people will try and turn around and tell me that Nintendo's not an evil fucking company. Try and tell me now. Try and tell me that now, because I'll slap you in the fucking face and call you silly. Like, they are such they're a predatory company.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Not in like of like a child predator. I'm not saying that, but like they are a very they have a lot of
They
predatory
are.
practice in their game.
They are extremely predatory. Yeah, I'm just looking into this now. And apparently this is the second obstacle that Nintendo have encountered here, because this one basically it hasn't been revoked yet, and it doesn't guarantee
Why?
it will be, but because it needs a proper re-examination. And you know how the court process is. Basically, they have 2 months to respond to the re-examination being carried out. But what's funny is that just a couple weeks ago, Japan's patent office rejected Nintendo's application for something similar regarding creature capture and battle mechanics. And they cited Monster Hunter, Ark, and Pokemon Go as prior titles that include mechanics similar to those Nintendo was looking to patent, because they're not creative enough to be worthy of a patent. They're not like so creatively unique and novel in that regard. So yeah, it looks like considering the fact that companies like Konami have been doing this since 2002, the Pocket Pair are doing pretty well in their lawsuit against one of the world's most litigious gaming companies, which is really good to see, quite frankly, because nobody fucking likes Nintendo. Nintendo sucks ass. Nintendo's stupid. Their games can be good, but nobody likes Nintendo themselves. Moving forward with more topics, if you don't have any comments. Coda is a Japanese, it's like a mesh, basically, of a bunch of different video game developers like Square Enix, FromSoft, Bandai Namco. They make up the Content Overseas Distribution Association. So this is more legal shenanigans. Have made a written request to OpenAI to stop using their members' content to train their AI models. Because Sora, too, has been relying so heavily on Japanese content from these companies that it's just become such a big fucking problem that these gaming companies have been like, we're not okay with this, motherfucker. Please stop.
Yeah. I mean, I really wish that we could just do away with all of the stupid AI shit that we're doing. Like there's some areas where it's like, oh, that's neat, like that's cool, but then the fucking AI overview on Google is so shit.
It's so bad.
I know we've talked about it before, but the meme where there was something that someone looked up, how many USB ports does my motherboard have? And it was one Reddit user says, kill yourself. And that was the fucking thing that the AI pulled up. It was very
favorite fucking pictures on the internet, genuinely.
It was very quickly rectified by Google, obviously, but the fact that that's even a thing that can happen,
it's so fucking funny. It's ridiculous. But yeah, AI have been having their problems for sure. Lots and lots of problems. The problem is that AI is an absolute fucking bubble, and I'm not going to get into the politics of it, but basically, Nvidia is investing in AI companies. These AI companies which increases their stock value. These AI companies are then buying Nvidia GPUs, which raises Nvidia's stock value just completely out of nothing, effectively. So they're basically raising each other's stock values, and everyone's investing in AI, and nobody has a way to monetize it properly. Literally, nobody knows how to monetize fucking AI yet. Nobody is doing that. It's the .com bubble all over again. People are just making AI for everything, just how they made websites for literally fucking everything. They were just investing, and not realizing, oh shit, we need to make money off of this. Yeah. When the investor funds dry up, we need money, and then it will create a little cascade and a massive cascade, and then fucking Nvidia won't be the richest company on the planet anymore, and then maybe they'll actually start making good fucking graphics cards again. I don't expect that to happen. But yeah, that's where I see things going.
Yeah, I'm I'm excited to see where it goes, but I'm also hoping that it cuts back and becomes a little bit more ethical.
Yeah,
So
because I love artificial intelligence. I've been a strong proponent for it for a very long time. It's just the way that people are using it, I'm very, very much against.
yeah. So just trying to, because Deado, like we said earlier, has a bajillion different topics, and I had 1.5 written down. So I'm
It's
just
true.
also trying to figure out something to talk about while we're here. And there's nothing going on in any of my interests at all.
Well,
I already talked about the little bit of info that we maybe got about Arkham that was like a rumor. And then there's nothing new for Gen Design with their new game, which is the guys who made Shadow of the Colossus. Um, Previously Team Eco, now Gen Design. Nothing on their new game yet. Project Robot. There's
cool.
there I saw a new image that I'd never seen before of one of the robots actually like without its head like on the ground.
That's
Um
pretty sick.
and it looks cool. From just all the concept art in the one trailer, I'm getting that the world is kind of overtaken by darkness.
Hmm.
Because all of Amita Fueda's games are all based on like light versus dark in a very literal sense. Like
Hmm.
there's in Eco, his first game, your whole character's point, you're one of the horned children in that game.
Hmm.
And the whole thing about your character is that you find this girl made of light, like she's completely white with just basic facial features and stuff, trapped up in a bird cage, and you help her out. And then the whole game is you leading her around the whole castle trying to escape. I don't remember how, I've never beaten the game. I've just seen a lot of it. I don't remember how it ends. But then Shadow of the Colossus is you go in to save your girlfriend or whatever the fuck Mona is to you, and then you end up killing all the colossi, which releases Dorman, which is like this beast of darkness. Um, and like it's like your whole thing is that your sword is the sword of light, so your sword of light is the only thing that can kill the colossi to dispel the darkness.
Hmm.
Um, and then uh, the Last Guardian, I think kind of moved away from that vibe a little bit, but still in the background kind of was because the whole thing was that you had like a little mirror that shone a light on the wall that would direct where Trico's electricity attacks and stuff. And that was a really cool game. If you've never played any of Fumito Ueda's games, I highly recommend it because they're very influential towards the gaming sphere, especially Eco and Shadow of the Colossus are two games that inspired so much creativity and so many people to start making games. Like I know I talked about it before, but Miyazaki, I believe it was, never thought about making video games until he played through Eco because it was the game that made him realize that games can be more than just Crash Bandicoot. So
Crash Bandicoot.
I don't. It might not have been Miyazaki. Um, no, Miyazaki is the wrong person. Hold on, my brain's not working. That's Studio Ghibli, isn't it?
I do not know names that well. I
Yeah,
gotta be honest with you.
Yeah. Miyazaki is Studio Ghibli. I'm thinking of FromSoft. It is still in Miyazaki. Okay, I was right. Okay, so it's Hidetaka Miyazaki or Hideo Miyazaki
Brilliant. Absolutely
or
brilliant.
Hayao. Yeah, so it's Hayao Miyazaki or Hidetaka. I can't remember his fucking name. There's Hidetaka Miyazaki and Hayao Miyazaki, who are it's FromSoft and Studio Ghibli. They're both Miyazakis. I did
Fucking
not
hell.
know that. But yeah, um, the FromSoft Miyazaki played through Eco, and that's what inspired him to go on and make other stuff. And I think the same thing for the dude who does Kojima. I think Kojima also had some sort of inspiration from it as well. The guy who does Metal Gear, which is Hideo. Okay, so it's Hayao Miyazaki, Hideo Kojima, and then there's also the Miyazaki that does that. That's funny to me. I did not know that. I was like, I looked up Miyazaki because I was like, I think it's Miyazaki, and then it pulled up fucking Studio Ghibli. I was like, I guess it wasn't, but no, it's just two people with the same last name. My coaster just came with my drink.
Good job.
I picked up my drink and the coaster came with it.
Brilliant. Fucking genius.
But yeah, there is nothing going on in my sphere of topics that I would want to talk about, and I've not gotten to play Ghost of Yotei yet, so I have nothing to say about the current games that are out. And I've already done my little rant about DCUO and Arkham and the God of War games in this episode, so I'm kind of out.
Well, I mean,
Deado opened up.
Go on.
Yeah, you opened up this episode saying, "So yeah, we got a lot of topics to talk about," and I was just like, "Do we?" I have nothing. I have nothing to talk about.
I mean, if you think about it, right? Like, we opened up with like a couple of news topics, and then we went on a rant about Call of Duty for 45 minutes straight. So
yeah.
I think that as long as we stick to that, and like you just fucking jump in on whatever the fuck, we're probably good. Something you will probably be able to jump in on this, I'm not sure, because I don't know how much you know. Cyberpunk creator.
Okay.
I looked at.
Okay. Hold on. He put in Cyberpunk 2 in our thing as CP2. So I'm like, wait, what the fuck are we talking about, Deado? You can't abbreviate Cyberpunk. I already sent you that meme.
But yes. So, so the Cyberpunk creator wants Keanu to return for the sequel to 2077, which I have not fully actually played through 2077 yet. I seriously still need to, but considering
I have not either.
They're like looking down and being like, you know what? We're actually gonna call up this man and get him back for the sequel again as Johnny Silverhand. That would be fucking brilliant. Apparently that Cyberpunk 2, not abbreviated, is going to actually include some form of multiplayer as well. And it's something that they wanted to include in the first one, but just couldn't.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this time, since who is their publishing company?
CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, CD Projekt Red. They pushed them so hard to get that game out before it was ready, and everybody knows how that turned out with Cyberpunk, because it was one of the most hyped games of like the last
fucking was
ages, because like visually it looked amazing. The Cyberpunk world is super cool, and then they showed fucking Johnny Silverhand, Keanu Reeves in the trailer. It was like, I'm 100% in. And then it came out, and it was came in, and it was nothing. There was nothing to play. It was a buggy, broken mess.
Yeah.
And then over the last few years, they've updated it and changed things. And then they did Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which if you've still not watched Edge Runners, have you watched that yet?
I need to. I seriously need to.
It is one of the best 10-episode shows. It's only 10 episodes. It's really short.
Yep.
It's really, really good. Trying to think. My brain stopped working.
Fine. Happens.
I started playing the game. I want to say maybe a year and a half ago, because one of my buddies that I know in real life was talking about it a lot, saying that he loved it, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll give it a shot. And yeah, it's one of those games that it did overwhelm me. I got in and started playing it and played it for like a good probably like 5 to 10 hours and enjoyed it, but then it's such a big, huge game. It's a huge game. Like in those first 5 hours, most of it is kind of like tutorial, and then it gets you into the game and starts you doing submissions and stuff with people, and then this big thing happens, and then like 6 hours in, the game is finally like, okay, open world, have fun. And it's like it opens up so big, they take your car away for the first section, so everything you're doing is walking, and it's just like there's so much to do. I don't know
Yes.
what I'm doing.
It's so overwhelming, and there's almost like too much choice as well, isn't there?
Yeah, that's the same issue I had with Red Dead 2 for a long time. It's why I had a hard time. I just looked back at our screen and it's all smiling Kratos again. But but I for a long time I couldn't beat Red Dead 2 because I could get through the first chapter or two because the first few chapters are really chill and they kind of keep you constricted to these small areas. But then once you really get into it, like chapters 3 and 4 and stuff, like it opens up so much and gives you all this stuff, and there's so many side missions and main missions and all kinds of stuff, and I didn't want to miss anything important. So eventually, in order to actually be able to beat the game, I just looked up a guide. I was like, main mission guide. Tell me like what the main missions are. I'll do everything in the correct order. I'll just play the main missions. I'll do a few side missions here and there for certain things. But I had to constrict myself to only doing the main missions.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. I think that like pacing can be so difficult to get right for games, and like making sure you're making the player do the right things at the right times. Because yes, it's nice for a player to have a sense of agency, but also you can get choice paralysis so fucking easily if there's just too much. It's actually why I really like GTA 5's method of doing things. You know, it starts you out very, very linearly. You know, you have to do the prequel prologue, you have to do Franklin's mission, and it just slowly opens up more to the city at large, and then with like Strangers and Freaks missions and races are just suggested, you don't have to go and do them, and then there's a bunch of other side stuff that you can easily miss if you're only doing the main story. Yeah. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, because because essentially it's the same exact system between Red Dead and GTA. It's the same leveling system, same progression system, but Red Dead's world is so much more involved and alive, and there's so much more stuff going on at all times. It's so easy to get fully sidetracked, and then all of a sudden you're on the opposite side of the map, and your main mission is so far away, and it's like, God, like I've been doing all this other stuff. I completely forgot what's going on. And it's like there's just so much you can just go off and do. Like there's like I don't know how they managed to do it, but hunting and fishing in that game is so fun. Like back when I tried to play it, I would always end up just off the side of a bridge just fishing. And it's like, what the fuck am I doing? This is a cowboy game. But yeah.
Cowboy game. Yeah, I think that again, like the amount of attention to detail in Rockstar's games is insane, and this is why I'm straight up like, maybe $100 would make sense for GTA 6. I don't like that I'm saying it, but
no, because I would understand it if that game only sold 100,000 copies. Understood. It's every single person on the internet is going to buy that fucking game. They're going to be fine.
And they're going to be able to monetize it as well. Like with GTA Plus, with shark cards as well for like online. I just hope they like full send into the single player first, because like that's what Rockstar are good at. That's what they're known for. And I just hope that they don't create another fucking Oppressor Mark 2. They actually have said that their biggest mistake ever in any of their games really was introducing the Oppressor Mark 2 to GTA Online straight up. Yep. Which I think is so funny, and I can't even blame them.
Because I'm kind of happy because I'm a big GTA guy. I've played not as much recently because I stopped playing when GTA 6 fully got announced, but I should have kept playing because nothing has happened.
Nothing ever happens, Crowd, when nothing ever happens.
Yeah. But I'm a big GTA guy, and I'm kind of happy that the Mark II exists because it keeps all the heat off of my boy, the Deluxo. If the Mark II got removed, the Deluxo would get all the hate, but I love the Deluxo. It's like the only vehicle that's good
Deluxo
for.
Is like a reasonable speed and stuff, and like has reasonable like movement and an actual turning circle and shit, and is like impossible to control on land. Meanwhile, fucking if you're in hover anyway. Meanwhile, you have the fucking Up Mark 2, which is just so fucking stupidly ridiculous. I still love the Up Mark 1 though. I think they should have kept with that. The Oppressor Mark 1 is such a fun vehicle to play with. Genuinely, it's incredible.
Yeah, and it's very well balanced. I mean,
Yep.
It's a good bike just on top of being really fun to use.
For sure, yeah. I do look forward to seeing how they evolve with GTA 6. And the thing is, as well, they learn so much from each game that they make. It's something that Rockstar are really good at more than any other company, it seems, is learning from their previous installments. Whether it's mistakes or just things that they could do better. I mean, just simple things like attention to detail, like making sure that, like, if you look at the airports, for example, the airports before, like in GTA 4, had no detail on them. But then you look at GTA 5's airport, for example, and, you know, like, not everything is perfect by any means. There are some very, very silly things that don't make sense. But
you watched the GTA 5 airports make sense video, didn't
you? But if you look at it, like, they have so much more detail now than they did back when, and, like, detail that actually works. Details that are real details compared to just basically made up ones. And it goes for every aspect of the way they develop games.
I didn't actually watch that video. How do they add up? Are they realistic?
They definitely get better as the more games release, you know. At the start, they're absolute dog shit, and as they go up, you know, I don't think GTA 5 even got a passing grade, but it was close. So I got a C, you know, but, you know, it was better than GTA 3.
Well, were they British or English? Or were they British or American?
Were they British or English? What do you mean, were they British or American? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, because that changes the passing grade. Because C is a passing grade in America.
Yes. C is a passing grade in England.
You said they didn't even get a passing grade. They got like a C. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean?
I don't remember the fucking details of whether it was a C or a D or what. I don't fucking know. I just know they gave them a not an A.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah, I look forward to that. I need to play through Cyberpunk, and also need to, because I'd love to play Cyberpunk 2 when that releases. Also, CD Projekt Red, known for a couple of things. Well, CD Projekt specifically, known for a couple of things. They are Witcher people. They are Cyberpunk people. They were also the guys who made GOG, like GOG.com. The game fucking distribution site that's basically an alternative to Steam. The one that's really user-friendly, the one that's, like, protects consumer rights and, like, their anti-DRM and stuff, which is pretty fucking wild. I didn't even know that. The CD Projekt do some wild stuff. I love them. Sucks that they, you know, do a lot of stupid things, like, you know, releasing an unfucking finished game. But, you know, it'd be like that.
They're Polish.
They are Polish.
There's nothing to do with that. I just didn't know that they were. They're a Polish-based video game company.
Yeah, I think they're based in Warsaw for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving forth. Halo 2 and 3, I believe, it's a rumor, but basically have confirmed that they will be getting remakes after Campaign Evolved finishes, which is awesome. They will launch without PvP multiplayer, meaning that people can enjoy the campaigns, which is so fucking nice. So fucking nice, because that's where Halo shines. I know that there are some fucking Puritans that are like, oh, but Halo fucking multiplayer was the best multiplayer ever. No one believes that. Not a single soul believes that Halo multiplayer
that was obviously Advanced Warfare. But yeah. Can we get some more PvE games, please? I love the multiplayer Halo campaigns. Just PvE, please.
Yes, I love multiplayer. PvE will always be one of my favorite genres. But yeah, I figured I'd touch on that one. It's not something I'm massively invested in, but I believe that Campaign Evolved releases in 2026, so maybe late 26, early 27. That 2 and 3.
Oh, I didn't even think about it. I missed the Overwatch Halloween events. I usually get on to play.
Rip.
Yeah.
Big rip.
I didn't think about it.
F.
Junker Queen. Or Junkenstein, that's what it is. Junkenstein's Revenge. I always get on to play that because it's one of the times of the year where they actually have one of their PvE events on, and it's really fun.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Tam, Overwatch know what PvE is?
They used to do PvE all the time back in Overwatch 1.
We still need to play that.
I don't know what happened.
Rivals PvE game. I got it installed.
I also have it installed. I genuinely have not booted it up in so long.
If we get this episode finished in time, we can do it fucking later if you want. I still need to do my Japanese for the day though, so I'll do that after the podcast, and then if I have enough time, I'll hit you up. Okay, moving forth. D&D subclass updates. Xanthar's guide subclasses basically. So Ancestral Guardians has been updated for Barbarian has been updated to Path of the Spiritual Guardian. Barbarians Path of the Storm Herald. Fighters Cavalier, which is interesting because that's a huge, major, stupid, powerful class. Monks Warrior of Intoxication, which was formerly Way of the Drunken Master, and Paladin's Oathbreaker, which isn't from Xanthar's Guide. That's from Dungeon Masters 2014. So Oathbreaker has also been revamped. What's interesting is that Oathbreaker now comes with a Summon Undead and can combo with Divine Smite. And also they can enhance their aura of protection with dread powers. It's a massive, massive rework apparently, which is wild to me. That's really fucking interesting. But yeah, Cavalier Fighter is extremely strong and can now use its Unwavering Mark with impunity and get a speed boost on the first round of combat with Ferocious Charger. Warrior of Intoxication Monk, which used to be Way of the Drunken Master, gains the ability to make special beverages with Mystery Brew and double down on the alcohol-themed subclass. I think that's brilliant. Spiritual Guardians Protectors now provide options for dealing additional damage, which is nice. Spirit Shield scales of level, which has always been a qualm of mine because I hate when shields are like, oh yeah, you get like 15 hit points or whatever as shield, and that's it. No fucking scaling. It's like, okay, I'm now at level 11, and my shield is still shielding for the exact same amount as it did before, and yet I'm getting hit by attacks that are like 10 times more fucking powerful. And yeah, I have a new cape stone called Vengeful Spirits for extra attacks. And then Storm Herald's Storm Aura scales with Barbarian Rage damage. And there have been reworks for its environmental effects. So none of those are classes I play. I'm a very, very magical boy. I'm a warlock first and foremost. I contemplate sorcerer from time to time, and wizard is also always on the cards. But those are the kinds of classes I play. So these are still things that I think are very, very important to bring up in case you guys have classes that you play with them, or your party members play these classes, because they could be, having adjustments super soon. And I have 2 more news topics before we talk about the subjective things. Hogwarts Legacy is getting a sequel, which may be an MMORPG.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I heard about that recently.
Yeah, which I don't know how that's going to work, quite frankly. I have no idea how they are going to make a live service MMORPG out of Hogwarts Legacy.
I mean, if they completely change up like the gameplay loop and stuff.
Yeah,
and if they stop being sexist and racist.
That's a fundamental requirement of having an MMORPG, right?
Yep. That cracked me up so much when people didn't play that game because of J.K. Rowling being a shithead. Yeah, J.K. Rowling's a shithead. That doesn't mean that the people who made the game are shitheads. Support a good game. Sure, J.K. Rowling is J.K. Rowling. Like, I'm not gonna sugar. Like, she's not. It's a she, right? They're not a good person. That name is what it is. She's a girl, right? That made.
I think so.
Harry Potter.
I'm fucking mad. Me, but
okay. Yeah, because their name always confused me because J.K. Rowling to me in my head is always like sounded like a male name.
I think they did the whole thing of like using a pseudonym because women are like supposed it used to be, yes, but supposedly put down like and not their books weren't given as much attention or whatever. Yes, that was definitely the case back when you'd have to use pseudonyms, but I feel like it wasn't the case when she was fucking writing.
Who knows?
But yeah.
Yeah.
I know that game was very, very, very fucking popular as well.
Yeah, my sister-in-law played it a lot and she liked it. Yeah. I never played it.
Well, my brother actually really enjoys it as well, which is interesting.
I've never been a big Harry Potter guy. When I was growing up, I read the Percy Jackson books instead.
Yeah.
And then that got terrible movies.
Literally, man.
And then it also, I'd never finished the TV show, but I couldn't get past episode 1. Because the actor who plays Percy in that show, he's awesome. The kid actor, he's so funny. There's clips of him and Ryan Reynolds hanging out. And he is the funniest child actor I've ever seen. He's so funny. But on the other side of that coin, the writing in that show, it's the same issue with the live action Avatar, where they just over explain everything before you need to know anything.
God, yeah. I still love how fucking what was it? Danganronpa took the piss out of the people who need everything explaining to them like that.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that, but
this was ages ago. This is back. So DRV3. Let me check. Danganronpa V3. Released in 2017, January 12th. So yeah, a bit older now. I love the Danganronpa games. Hate the fucking community though.
Yeah, the only thing, like, this is something that gets talked about a lot on YouTube and stuff in like especially with the Cosmonaut Variety Hour is my main channel that I watch for movies and TV shows and stuff. Show don't tell is a very important thing in media. Like, I'm so tired of, like, everybody's watched Avatar: The Last Airbender at this point. If you aren't an Atla fan, go watch it. It's really fucking good. But you don't learn anything about Aang's past or why Aang left the Air Temple or anything like that, or how he ended up in that ice until like halfway into the first season at the earliest, and then you don't learn the full story until super late into the show. And then, like, in the first episode of the live action show, they just let Aang mansplain all of his feelings and like just talk it out loud to fucking nobody. It's like, I don't want to be the Avatar, so I ran away and now I regret it. And I'm like, great, your whole character arc's in the first episode. What do we do for the rest of the show? What are we doing for the rest of the show, Aang? It's the same thing with the Percy Jackson shows, and like he doesn't understand what's going on with him being like a demigod until like a good bit into the book, and he doesn't know that his father is Poseidon until he gets claimed in the first I think a few days into the time he's at the camp, and like the first episode while he's driving to the camp in the book, his mom is like, everything will make sense when you get there. We'll get it figured out when you get there, and then she dies. That's that's just what happens.
Yeah.
And then in the show, like while they're driving, she's like, your dad is Poseidon. We're going to Camp Half-Blood. You're half god, half human, blah, 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 all this stuff. And it's like, great. We're already killing the character. You're telling the whole fucking story in episode 1.
Congratulations. Like, what the fuck are you going to do for the rest of the show?
Like, if you explain the whole fucking story in the first episode, you run out of story. That is how that works.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, yeah,
Like,
sometimes it's kind of annoying to retell a story over and over again when it's been told
This
a
is
million
why
times before.
I tell people this all the time. This is why Attack on Titan, or this is this is why anime in general works so well. Attack on Titan is the first one that came to my mind because it's probably one of the most popular and probably one of the best anime ever made.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you on this point.
I mean, I just sent you that thing about their list on the IMDb where there's not a single episode on IMDb that's under an 8, which it's rare to see an 8 on IMDb at all. And there was a certain period in time where they had like 4, maybe 5 episodes at the same time that were a full 10 out of 10. Like, shit like that doesn't happen.
Surely. I think the only thing is
to go back to your catchphrase.
Yeah. I think that like the only couple of examples I can think of like consistently insanely high ratings are things like House MD and Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. It's the only real examples I can think of shit that just constantly hits over and over again on the insanely high ratings. But yeah, it's so rare to see such high fucking ratings on a show.
I love House MD.
I fucking love that show. I'm trying to get my woman to watch it. It's a difficult, but I know she'll love it the second she sits down and watches it. But it's starting it that's pain.
Yeah, it's. I mean, but as I was saying, like with all of these new adaptations we're getting of movies, from books and stuff, they want to just get everything out there immediately, and they change up the story stuff, and it's like you already have these 6 books right here that tell the story in a way that people like, and you change it?
Naturally.
That's why anime works so well, and why even if the anime is bad, like the storytelling is still typically okay. You know, because they don't change the source material. It's an adaptation.
Yeah, if the source material was shit,
manga to anime. Yeah. Then the book is then the anime shit.
Yeah.
Just like that one you were talking about where Hitler gets turned into a fucking teenage girl
so
or whatever the fuck.
To see that because I genuinely
What is that?
It's interesting, it's novel, it's unique. This is better than having another generic shonen slop again to take fucking anime of the year that nobody cares about.
Oh man, I mean, well, I hope did JJK get anime of the year the first year it came out?
I don't fucking know. I won't pay attention to that shit because the shows that get anime of the year are not shows that should be getting anime of the year. They're just whatever shonen is popular that year. That's literally all of that. That's all that category is. I still think that Freerun should have won the last anime of the year, but it's just me.
You see, the only thing is that I watched Solo Leveling and I didn't watch Freerun, so
that's fair. You need to watch Freerun. Sit down, watch Freerun. It's fucking goated. New season comes out in January.
Wait, what?
What?
Did Yuri on Ice win the 2016 Anime Awards? Wait,
that's so funny.
What? Over My Hero?
There ain't no way. That's brilliant.
Wait, hold on.
I didn't even know that. I know that Yuri on Ice was popular, but goddamn.
Oh my god, it did. No! Fucking wait, comedy. It won over Mob Psycho and My Hero.
Bro, over Mob Psycho as well? That's wild. I know that's crazy fucking popular as well. There ain't no fucking way. That's mental, that is.
Devilman Crybaby won 2018. I need to watch that still. Demon Slayer won 2019.
That is deserved. That will always be deserved.
Yep. JJK won 2020. Ranted, the only one in this lineup that I recognize is Beastars, and I know nothing about that. Oh yeah, 2021 was Attack on Titan. 2022 was Cyberpunk Edge Runners. That beat over Entertainment District arc, and Attack on Titan Part 2 for the final season.
Sheesh,
That is how good that was.
That was
Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Yeah, it beat
insane.
over Attack on Titan Final Season Part 2, Demon Slayer Entertainment District arc, and Spy Family. It won over Spy Family too. And then JJK Season 2. JJK Season 2 won number 3, or won 2023 over Chainsaw Man and the Swordsmith Village arc and Vinland Saga Season 2. Come on. Yeah, and then Solo Leveling won over Frieren, Kaiju number 8, Dandadan, and the Apothecary Diaries. I still not watched Apothecary Diaries. I watched Kaiju number 8 Season 1. I did like Kaiju Season 1. It felt a little safe, but I liked it.
Yeah.
Dandadan has been really good.
Yeah,
I really like Dandadan. Have you watched it yet?
Nope. It's so popularized. It's on my list of things I need to watch still.
It's one of those that the first few episodes, it's like, okay, it's whatever. But then, like, it's so different from, like, the typical shonen slop and stuff. And it's really fun. The characters are all really sweet and cool. It looks like this year.
Yeah, what's the lineup looking like?
But it's looking like anime of the year is between Dandadan, Delicious in Dungeon, Frieren, Kaiju 8, Solo Leveling, and the Apothecary Diary. No, that was last year.
That was literally last year's fucking.
But then they've also got My Hero You're Next for Film of the Year, and that's actually a thing. Yeah, My Hero Academia Season 7. Ashura Training Arc. Yeah, so I guess. Wait. Okay, no, there's no way this is right because the new Demon Slayer movie isn't in Film of the Year. And that was the Film of the Year for anime by a long shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't see, like, hold on, let me open Crunchyroll. I don't see anything on this actually being done. Or it's not popping up any options for me to vote, so I don't know. But if I had to make a lineup for 25, Demon Slayer would definitely be in there because I don't know what did they do a new season in 25? When is?
I don't remember much about the release times of Demon Slayer, to be honest. I just know how fucking wildly beautiful it is and popular.
I just looked up My Hero Hashira Training Arc because I'm fucking stupid.
Well done. Fuck. I sat down.
The last, the 8th episode was June 2024. So yeah, Demon Slayer won't be for anime this year, but the Demon Slayer film definitely needs to be for anime this year.
For sure.
It was so fucking good.
I sat down. So my mom put like the newest, I think, season of My Hero on while my niece was around. And I sat down and tried watching it. I watched multiple episodes, and there was one fight going on throughout all of it with All for One.
So hold on. So off the record to avoid spoilers, because this is brand new. I'm not fully caught up on that, but what fight was it?
Everyone's still alive.
Okay, but who is fighting? Like, who is the fight between?
They have split everyone up. It is everyone.
Yes, that's a thing.
Everybody up into like 6 different areas. There's the coffin in the sky. There's a bunch of different areas. But like we were watching from the start of the season through to I know All for One got his head kicked in.
So you were in season 7.
I'm guessing.
Okay, so yeah. Because they're on season 8 right now, and they're releasing season 8 right now. They're only 5 episodes in.
Okay, yeah. So newest actually fully released season then.
Okay, cool. Were you caught up to before that?
No, but it was on, so I was watching it.
It's very good.
I didn't know how to feel about it because I was just sitting there like everything. Well,
you've missed a lot of context.
Yes, but why are things being narrated to me all of a sudden? Things that are obvious information that we already know, that we've already seen. We don't need you to re-explain the entirety of Izuku Midoriya's backstory to me. Well, we're just
no, but they do that. They do that a lot at the start of seasons and stuff, just for people coming back after like the year-long hiatus between seasons.
That makes sense,
like that.
But if it's in the middle of if it's in the middle of the episode, multiple episodes in, it's unnecessary. But in general, like, I don't know, it just felt so.
Well, it also is like I think that there's some situations where I'm okay with that. I think My Hero is one of those because you're 7 seasons in. And you've there's been so much shit going on from season 5 and 6 that they've not really done anything for his backstory in a minute. A lot of season 4 is them focusing on the villains. Then season 5 and 6, there's a bunch of shit that happens. Yeah. And then season 7 is kind of like, okay, we're kind of returning to form a little bit here. Let's bring it back in.
The entirety of the season is one single fucking fight.
Now, hold on now.
I may be being a little bit hyperbolic here, but I watched.
There's like, one fight. There's 2 fights. There's 3 fights.
I watched several fucking episodes, and it was all just one thing.
So off of this, so did you watch the one with the America's Top Hero then? Because that's season 7.
I don't remember seeing them in it. I didn't watch like the entire season.
Or did you? Because they're all split up. So yeah, you're out of season 6 or into season 7. So you must have started halfway through. Did you see the thing with Bakugo?
The thing?
The thing with Bakugo. He does a cool thing. You'll know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. So if he doesn't do the cool thing, okay.
I don't think so.
You're not even.
I remember them slamming All For One's head in. That's something I remember happening. Jiro and I fucking forget to say his name.
Oh,
Tsukuyomi.
Tsukuyomi. I can't think of his actual name, but his name is Tsukuyomi.
Them pair teamed up on, and Hawks was there.
Okay, so so there's. So the whole season is fights, but there's like 6 different fights going on at once.
I know there's like 6 different fights going on at once, but it is all one big fight at the end of the day.
Yeah, but like you're talking like it's just them versus All For One. Like,
no, there is definitely more than that. There's Toga's there, and I love her. You know, there's the Coffin in the Sky, which was fucking sick. And I like how everyone.
You haven't seen anything from the Coffin in the Sky yet, because that's when Bakugo does this cool shit. One of the most gorgeous 20 seconds of animation you'll ever watch in your life.
I saw a good portion of the fight in that, and the wild shit happening. I know that they were getting mad at Bakugan as well for being careless when he wasn't being careless. He knows what the fuck he's doing. Reese still wins though. Just saying.
Who does?
Reese, Chainsaw Man.
Oh.
This is an argument that people are having on the internet for some reason. I'm not having any of it. Reese wins every time.
I don't remember who it is, so L.
She's hot. She's hot. That's all you have to know. She's a woman. She's hot. She has fucking pretty hair. She's cute. And she's from Chainsaw Man. If you're from Chainsaw Man, you automatically win. Then Soros.
Oh. Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, I know who that is. That's from the new arc, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said Rias, and I spelled it Rias.
Yeah, the part because you really fucking like High School DxD, even though you act like you don't. You're always thinking about Rias Cremery.
No, I forgot her name was Rias.
Yeah, sure you did, mate. Sure you did. I can believe that.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there's so much shit going on in season 7. I don't know why people is it bad to have the penultimate fight? Is that a bad thing?
I think if it's done well, it's great. But when fucking
it's done well,
All For One's just there. And he's still just there, and he just doesn't fucking stop. And I think it just kind of gets a little bit monotonous at a point where it's like, okay, we understand he's powerful. We understand that, yes, he's cool and shit. But at the end of the day, this shit probably should have killed him about 10 fucking times over. Bro is like fucking literally deceased and charged to literally nothing. And it's like, I'm gonna use that one character that could have had such a cool fucking arc. Just saying that this character that he decides to go and fuck with could have had such a cool fucking arc. But then they were like, you know what? Nah, we'll put him with some just like little event in one of these seasons, and that's basically all that happens with them. And then we just forget about them until they're used as a plot device later on.
I'm trying to remember. Okay, so off podcast. What the fuck are we talking about? Oh,
We're talking about
has good arcs. You haven't seen it yet. You haven't seen the shit that she does end up doing yet. But I
hate that she's used as basically a plot point. That's what she's used as at this point. Like she could have been so much more than just a plot point for him.
Well, she's like.
And she has the coolest fucking ability.
Yeah, and they use it to do cool shit. It gets abused by All For One, which I think is really. I think that's cool. I think that's a cool plot point to have it abused.
For sure, yes.
Yeah.
Have it abused, absolutely.
And then the heroes do use it as well. You just haven't fucking seen it yet.
My issue is just how fucking monotonous it gets when this same guy is just there for the 487th time, like fucking. Still they only.
There. Well, with the All For One stuff in particular, they put it on a timer.
Mm-hmm.
You know why they put it on a timer. And so the little bits that they do show you are only like a few seconds of the battle at a time, so it does feel kind of monotonous in that sense.
I guess you are right.
But that's because they're saving the majority of that fight for the stuff at the end of the season and the stuff at the start of season 8.
That makes sense. I mean, like I said, when season 8 is fully out, I will sit down and I will just watch it entirely through from start to finish. It's been
really good so far.
This is an issue that like it's the Walking Dead paradox. Basically, it's where you take a good show but you split it up into weekly episodes, which makes it shit. If you tried to watch The Walking Dead when it was releasing weekly, you'll know that it was extremely unpopular at the time because the weekly breaks just made it so much worse. But then pretty much everyone
That's how every anime is, though.
Pretty much everyone I've spoken to have actually sat down and been like, I'm going to watch The Walking Dead from start to finish, just all the way through. Have been like, you know what, this is actually way fucking better than I remember. And it's why I absolutely fucking refuse always to watch anything when it's coming out. I wait for it to fully release, or at least for a season, like it's free. Wait for the season to fully release. Wait for season 2 of Bunny Girl Senpai to fully release, or
Just like are we talking about?
Wait for it to fully release before we actually fucking watch it, because I can't stand sitting there and just fucking watching 3 episodes at a fucking time when I forget that it exists for a couple of weeks. I just can't. But yeah, honestly, I'll fucking check in with that as quite often as well when I do that.
I didn't realize the new episode of My Hero is actually out. I need to watch that. Me and my girlfriend have been watching it together as it comes out. Wait, what the fuck is this? Hold on, 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
5 seconds. Are you good, bro?
What the fuck is this? They made a full Dragon Ball game within Minecraft Bedrock Edition. It's like official crossover.
That's so wild.
I was clearing my Discord notifications, and Dado Doya is a popular Dragon Ball FighterZ YouTuber, and I just see the thumbnail and the title. Yes, this is a real DBZ game.
That's comedy. I love that.
Is this an actual...
Oh my fucking god. That's brilliant. That's so stupid. Oh, holy shit. You know what? I'm not even fucking surprised by this information.
It's like, are you looking at the gameplay? I sent the link with a timestamp so you can see the gameplay. It doesn't look like Minecraft. It's like actually like...
It looks like Trove. If you told me that this was like a mod for Trove or something, I would 100% believe you.
This is so weird.
It also looks so Robloxy. It does not look like Minecraft in the fucking slightest.
No.
But no, seriously, it looks exactly like Trove. Genuinely. Like, when they go out to the, like, more open area with the trees and stuff, Like, I'm just straight up saying this is exactly how fucking. Yeah, this is literally. I swear they must have taken so much inspiration from it because holy shit. I used to play Trove all the time back in the day.
I looked up Trove, and one of the top videos is from 3 years ago, and it's titled "Worst MMO Ever."
Yeah, the company
is
that
it that bad?
The game's brilliant. The company that run it are absolute dog shit though, and have just like full pivoted into hard monetizing everything and just hate their players basically, and not doing anything even remotely consumer friendly. But that is brilliant. That is absolute comedy.
Okay, but yeah. Anyway, I interrupted. I think we were still talking about My Hero.
Yes. I was talking about how I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch the whole thing through when season 8 is fully released, so I can fully appreciate.
Well, you need to fully watch through everything that's released now. You're still not caught up.
Yes, I know.
Like, you watched.
I'm gonna what I'll probably do is I'll just start from the start soon enough when I decide I haven't fucking time for it. And I'll just sit down and rewatch through fucking all of it. Because by the time I'm done, surely season 8 will have finished, right?
They're releasing it week by week. It'll probably be a 20-episode season. Maybe not. They might cut it off at 12 episodes because I don't know how much more there is to tell.
I mean, 12
see
weeks.
If Google knows.
I can watch the entire fucking season, the entire show in like a week or 3, if I want to.
It's expected to have 11 episodes.
11? Damn. I also need to wait for them to come onto legitimate streaming sites.
Yeah. It should be finished by December 13th. And it'll be all on Crunchyroll, and then shortly after should all be on Hulu.
I do not use either of those services. I will use my own streaming services that are very legitimate.
Yeah, I think that even if you don't care for whatever reason for the way that the manga or for the way that the anime is being told, the vibes of that show, it feels like a different show from season 2 and 3.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And the fact that Midoriya can actually fucking clutch it, actually has fucking pearls to clutch now. Like, he was such a little fucking bitch at the start. And I understand fucking character development, but Jesus Christ, you didn't need to make him that much of a whiny little fucking bitch. Also, why
he's really only...
You know what pisses me off more than anything? The fact that they decided to call fucking... Mr. fucking all-powerful special man, fucking Demon Lord. Like, no, don't do this again. Why? Literally every single fucking anime is like, oh, the Demon Lord, I don't care.
I don't
give him a good name. Give him a good All for One is interesting enough, but if you want to give him a cool nickname, give him a cool fucking nickname. I'm just so fucking tired of the same tropes over and over again.
I don't understand why people get tired of these tropes. Like, sure, that's his nickname that he was given by the general public. They call him the Demon Lord. Okay. Who gives a fuck? His name was All for One.
Yeah, you could just not do that. Like, again, I don't mind when it's an interesting thing. Like, the devil was a part-timer, for example. It uses the Demon Lord trope, but then just fucking completely flips it on its head and makes it interesting. I like that. But when every single fucking anime ever is like, Demon Lord, it's like, can you at least be creative?
You're missing so much context. I don't think it would bother you as much if you would watch the whole show before jumping to season 8 with your family.
That is something that will always bother me, straight up. I hate when anime does it. It's like I can look past it.
What other anime do demon? Because the only ones I can think of are shows where it's actual demons, like Dragon Ball or fucking My Hero. I can't think of any other shows where they call them the Demon Lord.
It is usually demons, but the fact that it's such a fucking common fucking thing, it's such a common thing. Like, be creative about it. Be creative about it. Even just call him an archdevil. That works. Give him a different name. Make him something interesting. You know? Give him an actual name. You know? I'm anti these tired over extremely overused tropes that just don't ever fucking stop.
I don't understand why that one would bother you, but I get like tropes being annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm tired of the whole scream while we power up thing. Like
Yep, that I'll agree with.
that one
And
annoys me
that
because
is
that one is
something-
like blatantly just Dragon Ball.
That
but
is something I will definitely give for My Hero. They gave the reason for shouting the name of your attacks. Like they gave the students a reason. They were like, "This is you should name your attacks. You should give them names that you yell because it is at the end of the day that is something that the public will hear. They will see. It's also helps.
That's
your
part of
fucking
being a
pals
hero.
out. It's part of being a hero. It's the whole publicity aspect of it is very important. That's something I love. And like this is why I won't like constantly shit on My Hero, because it does have some incredible aspects to it. I have different problems with it. I will be willing to look past them and sit down, like I said, watch the entire fucking show all the way through. And then by the end of it, when it fully concludes, I will be able to fucking write up a little fucking synopsis about it.
Yeah, my main issue, I had an idea in my fucking brain. My main issue with My Hero has always been the fandom.
Oh yeah, I won't disagree with that.
The fandom, it's like I just obviously I defended it a little bit here, just because like I don't agree with you on the reasons that you're not
that's fair.
liking it. I think that most of the reasons, like with you not liking Y'all for One fight, it's like, yeah, it is dragged out, but that's because they put the fight on a timer within the show. I'm not going to explain that because spoiler reasons, but they put the fight on a timer, so when they do show it, they only show a few seconds at a time. And before they put the timer on, his battle with, whether or not you want to keep this in, his battle with Endeavor,
yes,
before they put the timer on, is very good.
Yeah, I will agree with that. I'll agree, but I think that like again, like I think it doesn't help that like they build up stuff like Endeavor's attack, and then it almost falls flat. It's just so anticlimactic because it's just like, yeah, but like I'm powerful and thing.
Yeah, but in that situation, I think that you kind of have to look at it from the full scale of, sure, it didn't kill him, but it did so much damage, it forced him to use his trump card.
Yeah, I guess. I think that...
And then that trump card is what will ultimately most likely lead to his defeat. I don't know how the story ends. I don't know who beats All for One or what happens with his battles, but I do know, he's the bad guy. He probably loses.
Yeah. On the topic of bad guys losing, I need good anime, good movies, good video games especially, where the bad guys win, or at least where the good guy loses. Where it's not... I've been talking about this a little bit in the past couple of weeks, just like between my mates and stuff. I love bad endings, and I don't mean unsatisfying endings, because I feel like I have to clarify that.
Go watch Attack on Titan!
I love games, I love anime, whatever it is, where the ending is really, really well written or whatever.
You're asking for it, and it's been there for years, Deado!
But I need more than just one thing. But like, I've been given suggestions for like a couple games to play, a couple anime to watch. I will watch Attack on Titan. Don't worry, that will happen.
Ugh.
It will.
I've been trying to get you to watch this show for fucking years, and you're like, give me a show where the ending, like the bad guys lose or like the bad guys win, and like all that. Like it's right fucking there.
I will watch it.
It's fucking there.
You know I will watch it. I will. I promise.
Like at the end of the day, I guess Attack on Titan technically has an ending where the good guys win, but then they don't really.
But that's exactly like fine. But it's like I brought up Infamous when I was discussing it. There's a couple of other games I need to play, like Halo Reach. There's a certain ending of what's it called? Elden Ring. I need to play as well for that reason, because they're what I'm after.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go through the FromSoft games fully. I've played a lot of them a little bit. I've never beaten a FromSoft game.
Yeah.
I really want to go through and actually beat one. I played a lot of Dark Souls and got to, well, I guess it's not a lot because I had only like just almost gotten to Anne Orlando, but like I got all the way through and gave up on Quelaag just because I'd kind of lost interest.
Fair. Happens.
But I really do want to go back and get into that game again.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. The last time I tried to go back, I could not for the life of me figure out how the fuck to get to Blighttown. Because I got to Blighttown with a guide where I kind of like went around like a weird way that like I shouldn't. Like it was kind of cheeky the way I got down. I didn't want to do it that way. And then like I tried to go through the Tomb of the Giant, or not Tomb of the Giants, just like this, like the skeleton graveyard area that I think eventually leads to the Tomb of the Giants, but I don't think you need to go there before Lighttown. But I was having such a hard time working my way through that area, and as I ended up just again dropping it. I was like, I'm so fucking bored.
No, I understand it. Some games really do be like that. Sometimes when in situations like that, you just have to fucking restart from the start, so you can just fucking go through it again.
But I don't want to restart a FromSoft game because then I've got to go through all of the fights again and get all the way back
suffering.
up. That's a difficult game to restart.
Yeah, for sure. I don't disagree with that in the slightest.
That's why I was really happy. I've not finished watching them all. I watched the full on Dark Souls 1, but Jacksepticeye, I think last year, started doing like full playthroughs of the games in one sitting. Like 6-hour videos where he just sat down and played through it and beat it and then moved on to the next one. And I watched a good few of those. Never finished his Elden Ring one though, because I think it's like 12 hours long. Yeah, I watched this full playthrough of Bloodborne and Dark Souls 1. And then, yeah, his Elden Ring video is 11 hours, 46 minutes. Then his Shadow of the Erdtree DLCs, part 1 and 2, are both 2 hours long. And then parts 3, 4, and 5 are also 2 to 2.5 hours long.
Jesus Christ.
And then part 6 is also 2 hours long. And then he did Demon Souls, which was 6 hours.
Just a little bit of content, eh?
Yeah. There was a lot to watch through. And I was watching through them all before I switched my shift because I had days where I would have a lot of free time to be able to like kind of just watch stuff, but not anymore.
No, I understand that. No, to be fair, when I was at my job a couple of years ago, like I had so much fucking time to just watch YouTube because there was nothing to fucking do, literally ever. It was wild. But yeah.
Oh shit! Have you looked into Dispatch more? I talked about this last time.
Yeah, I did have a little bit of a look at it. Yeah.
It's really good, and 5 hours ago, Jacksepticeye released episode 5 and 6, so I will be watching that after the podcast.
Very nice, very nice. But yeah, I had a look. I saw the reviews were pretty damn positive.
Yeah, it's really good so far. I like it a lot. I've been watching it, not playing it, but they play like TV shows, like all of those games do, so they're fun to watch. And I really enjoyed it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I just thought I'd look at the reviews, by the way. And the only not recommended review on the entirety of the store page for Dispatch is a positive review talking about how everything is great, except for that there is just one character that makes them hate the game half the time because she's in the game half the time. And it's like they hate every single fucking scene that they're in. They hate everything they say. And just
which character?
Hate them. Invisigal, is that right?
What? They don't like Invisigal?
Invisigal, yeah, there you go. I'm terrible at reading words that I haven't seen before. so they were complaining about like getting hit, right? And then the response to it is, I like girls who hit me. Bro, same.
Yeah, like I just don't think they like women. I think they just might be sexist, but yeah, no, it's a good game. I've really enjoyed it. What I've seen so far.
Fair enough. Like I said before, I don't really fuck with Telltale vibe games. I also don't like the way that they release. It's like the first couple episodes at first, and then they wait, and then they release more episodes later on. I talked about it last time. That's just my qualm with it, though. But yeah, I'll have to have a
Doesn't
proper
bother me
look.
much.
See, probably have to watch like someone else play it, and just like put it on second monitor content while I'm doing something.
Jacksepticeye is playing them as they come out because he's in the game. So
Fair.
that's
yeah,
where I see it because I'm not subscribed to too many people. I don't really subscribe to new channels very often, so it's
yeah,
still
no,
like the
same.
same channels I've been subscribed to since I was really little.
For real.
Like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, or like the two that I watch the most still.
Mm-hmm.
Same as when I was a kid.
I'm kind of the same way, to be fair. I don't I don't tend to follow a lot of new channels. It's only if it's like something that I am long term interested in. I subscribe to a new channel. If they're like doing some educational content or something very specific that I'm after, that they do better than anyone else. But that's about it, really.
Yeah, I did that for. I've not looked at what. Hold on, let me quickly take a look because I talked about this not so long ago with the Outlaws Vengeance. The guy's making a game, and it's all on YouTube. It's been 3 weeks ago they uploaded making level design that doesn't suck. Cool. So yeah, they're still working on it. That's good. I've not watched the new one, but I am very excited for this game. It genuinely looks very fun.
Yeah. Well, that is swaggy, at least.
There we go. Share channel. Copy. Paste. There you go.
Good job.
There
Good
they
job.
are.
Outlaws Vengeance.
It wouldn't let me scroll down when I hit the fucking thing, so I couldn't go down to the share tab.
That's fine. Cheers. Oh, I like their thumbnails.
Yep.
Very nice. Making a podcast systems and stuff. Yeah, I think I've actually seen one or two of these videos. I think I saw one of the parkour ones.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. It looks like it'll be a really fun game. And I'm a huge supporter of indie games and stuff like that.
Oh, always, yeah. Indie game supremacy for real.
I feel like we've said a whole bunch of fuck all over the last like 30 minutes. So shall we move on to another topic?
Yeah, there was one more news topic I was going to go on to, which was about how the guy who created the Yellowstone TV show is working on the CoD movie, but I don't think anyone cares, so I'm just going to fucking skip over that.
They're making a CoD movie?
They're making a CoD movie.
Is it just going to be a retelling of the Black Ops storyline with Mason and them?
I have no fucking clue in the slightest.
Because that's the only way I could see them making a good CoD movie.
Yeah, no, same. But I don't expect them to make a good CoD movie, so.
I mean, I've been saying for years that they made a Black Ops Zombies TV show, it would be the best TV show ever.
Brilliant. I agree with that.
Following the original storyline all the way up through Rev, and having Rev actually be the end.
That would be sick. I think that would be great as well, because so many people don't understand the zombies story, and it makes sense. It takes like literal hundreds of pages to understand fully in depth the entire zombies storyline. Like, I could sit down for about 10-15 hours just talking non-stop about the zombie storyline to explain it all. It still makes half of it.
Somehow it's good.
And somehow it's brilliant.
Really good.
And it all weaves together incredibly well. It makes a lot of sense. It works. It works incredibly well. But yeah.
Go on. No, you go on. I'm looking something up.
I'll let you first, because
Yeah, so I would say the best one from what I have watched on YouTube to explain the story quickly is a 6-hour video.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that video. I put it on at like 2.5, 3 times speed, so I could understand like anything that I missed, and I understood. I knew everything besides like 1 or 2 little minor details about it.
Yeah, there's like a 30-minute like abridged storyline that kind of runs you through it, just the bare minimum, and like it's whatever. But like if you really want to understand the story, it's the 6-7 hour videos.
It's massive, but to be fair, I think the same can be said a lot about a lot of like stories and lore when it comes to video games. But how many of them are actually worth it?
Yeah.
Like you could, like for example, Skyrim. Like there are so many books in Skyrim. There's just so much lore in them that you are never going to read. But with when it comes to Black Ops Zombies, the lore is actually there because it's part of the stories that you literally see in the cutscenes and everything. And it's like the quips that they say, the things that you hear, the things you actually see, and not just random shit that's completely out of fucking in the middle of fucking nowhere that you'll never fucking see ever in hundreds of hours playing the game. Yeah, I love the Call of Duty zombies. The early Call of Duty
2 weeks
1.5.
ago. 2 weeks ago, there is a video. I don't know anything about this channel. 11.5 hours. The Call of Duty Zombies storyline, full story, all the way up to Black Ops 7, apparently.
Sheesh. Well, that does make sense because I'd have to include Aether storyline as well as 1.15. So.
Yeah.
But like, given the fact that they're trying to intertwine them now, it seems, with like the old crew being in BO7.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I like that it's supposed to be a set crew as well. I'm kind of keeping my. This is a minute-long video. I'm gonna watch this minute-long video and see how much it misses.
Okay.
No. Okay. So first 5 seconds.
That wasn't even 1 minute. That wasn't even a single fucking minute.
First 5 seconds. Dr. Maxis, along with his daughter Samantha, form Group 115 or Group 935. No.
No.
Samantha is just his daughter. She is not a part of Group 935.
Brilliant. Brilliant. That's like took 5 seconds to get something wrong already.
Oh, and then 12 seconds and Group 935 makes zombies and does tests on Takio, Nikolai, and Dempsey. No. 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 Yes, they end up making zombies, but that's not what they do. And Takio, Nikolai, and Dempsey is a Richtofen thing. I don't even think that's a Group 935 thing.
No, it's their own fucking shenanigans. They pull themselves into it, basically. I still love the lore from Mob of the Dead.
I mean, it's just so wrong on so many fucking levels, and they skip over so much stuff. Like, don't... I want to read the comments on this video. Yeah, they didn't even talk at all about premise.
Zero premise, really? Goddamn.
See, the reason that... Because I do... Like, this is a good topic to actually go into, is the zombie storyline. Because we talked a lot about zombies. I don't think we talked about the story much.
You're right.
The storyline is genuinely... I think it might be my favorite zombies story, just in general, like over The Walking Dead or anything. Granted, I've not ever finished The Walking Dead. I have watched a decent amount of it.
But there are so many zombie stories out there. They are one of the most... They're the West's equivalent to demons and demon lords.
Yeah. And it's... I think that the zombie storyline... Because at the end of the day, Call of Duty Zombies is not about zombies.
No, not at all.
No, and that's the thing about it. It's like, because it's about like multiple dimensions and like ancient like Lovecraftian beings fighting
the
and like
Agarthans
the
and
dark
shit.
ether and the Garthans, yeah, and it always makes me so upset because on that video I was just reading some comments
Mm.
and it was like, man, I miss original zombies when like it was just like and it's like, dude, back in Black Ops 1
They
you had
was
most of this shit set in
Yeah, they were
motion.
sowing the seeds
By
right from
Black
the
Ops
start.
2, yeah, by Black Ops 2 with the fucking buried, I mean, the dude who
Yeah.
makes the Pack-a-Punch machine literally talking about the Agarthan device in that.
Yep.
Like,
And
they're
then
talking about
if you look
Agartha
at
at the start of Black Ops 2, man.
if you look at Mob of the Dead, one of the best maps of all time, there will be no discussion about this information. This is
It's number
objectively
2 for
true.
me.
Yeah, like the way that like the not only is the Easter egg incredible with 4 people, just in general, it is an amazing Easter egg, but also in again, like the way that it works, like there is so much of like the magical fucking supernatural shenanigans happening. That if you pay attention to the lore, you could sit down and watch a video on Mob of the Dead for half an hour, and just listen to lore about that map alone and what was happening with it all. But like, you know, that is definitely not just simple zombie go burr. That is so much more.
No, it's really cool how much they managed to take because original Nazi zombies is literally just you're in a bunker, it's World War II, zombies are breaking in.
Yep.
That's it. And they turned it into Der Eisendrache and Mob of the Dead and fucking
there's dragons, there's time loops, there's Agarthans,
Yep.
there's the Dark Ether, there's this, there's that.
Shadow
there's
of
another
Evil, like, oh man.
There is so fucking much to it. There's this little fucking girl that's fucking everyone goes insane, basically. There's the there's Maxis and all his shenanigans. There's the Gersh devices, which are fucking awesome.
Yeah, the way that because if you've not watched one yet, like the amount of stuff that they fit, and because if you are a casual zombies player and like you just get in and you high round and you never go for the Easter eggs, you will never see any of the story. That's the craziest part to me.
Yeah. Well,
unless
you'll see,
you know,
very, very little bits. If you play the giant, then you'll see this intro cutscene.
Yeah, like you'll get intro cutscenes and stuff that kind of tell you what they're doing, but 9 times out of 10 you skip that shit. Let's be honest.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like
you see Richtofen fucking laughing, and then you just click the skip button.
Yeah, it's brilliant show. But I figure probably end this off here soon. We've been talking for almost 3 hours now.
Yeah, we do have some topics lined up already for next week, basically, because we didn't even get into everything we planned on talking about this week.
No. It's yeah, I mean, I guess I would love to actually bring on a guest at some point as well.
Oh, for sure.
If you wanted to talk to Wick about having a few hours on a Wednesday or something like that, that's the first guy I'd think of.
I'll bring it up,
but
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, good. I guess Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, my fucking, like, the way that I type stuff down on our doc is comical. Whether it's a CP2 or Xbox Game Pass or just random fucking bullshit that just makes no fucking sense until I bring it up.
I mean, this is all on the same doc, so we'll like prepare the next episode before anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And we always do something stupid like Deado comes out of the closet.
Yeah, the last one was Evan comes out of the closet, and it's almost always Evan putting "ghetto gay" in full caps with a bunch of exclamation marks and questions after it, and he's doing it again right now. And then I always, highlight it, change it to Evan, and then he, fucking deletes the entire row, because that's just how we do things here, apparently. So. Anyway, thank you all for.
Wait, that's so funny.
I don't think I've ever let you do an outro. Evan, do you want to take an outro for once?
Oh man, no, no. Podcast out. We done. Goodbye. I don't know. Bye.